EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coach, you're used to rain all the time over there in Orlando. It is a much less frequent occurrence here, yet wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion.
One, Omaha. 52.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. 180. 12. Let's go, D. No. Check that. We're going to Mike 50.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 76 yards. as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Go, go, go. Check out.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he stays up. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, come on, man.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. There he goes, right side. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. The give right to Collins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks.
And got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Hey, watch it.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a give to Collins. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Collins. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Go. Ready? And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On third down, this is Collins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Philadelphia.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Thorson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Knight. And he's going to go down again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
65, 65. No, check that, check. Hey, Zoo.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Leo.
They go again with Collins. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. 54. Guys, game situation.
On third down, it's Thorson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 12 more yards there and another first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
13. Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Garoppolo again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
5. Here we go. Hustle.
They go play action. Now Thorson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
26. Eagles 21.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Pilot, 64,
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thorson. And this is Hurts with it, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check Greystone, travel. No gain on this defense, no gain. Smooth. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Yo, go. Get it.
From the gun, it's Thorson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Thorson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try the right side with Collins. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Collins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Right there. All day, baby.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. On 2nd down, it's Collins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They run with Collins, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. In the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Protein spill. Go, go. Fight.
On 4th down, it's Thorson. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, it's Collins. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he cuts it right side. There goes Alex Collins. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alex Collins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next is for Eagles 36, 49ers 46.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
X3, 218, chop it. Right there, 54, right there. Ready?
On first down, it's Collins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here comes the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Eagles, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3.
Girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same pack, nobody knew. So I know hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be on.